I wanted to make a quick video explaining my troubleshooting process with my headlights. Started with this headlight just going out. There was a moisture problem. There's a lot of condensation built up in the headlamp. It's a common problem. These are the adaptive headlights that come with the second generation Mazda 3. They're very expensive, as you probably know. One difference between these and the halogen headlamps is to change the bulbs to really get in there. You have to kind of take the whole headlamp out. But I wanted to offer a few tips to make this easier for you. First of all, you do have to take it out, but you don't have to take the whole front bumper off. Some videos tell you that you need to remove the entire front bumper cover, but you don't. So here's what I did. Removed this 10mm and this 10mm, and then this clip, this clip, this clip, and this clip. Basically, just all the ones on the top. Because I was dealing with the passenger side headlight, needed to loosen up this side here. So there's an 8mm bolt, then there's 3 other clips in here. And without taking off the whole front bumper, you're going to pop loose some clips right here, and you can just bend this entire corner back just enough so you'll get to this bolt. It's a 10mm, and there's another bolt down here, and there's another one straight down here, and you can access those 2 bolts without removing the whole front bumper. You can pry this back just far enough, and you can unplug this harness. You're going to pinch right here, slide this part straight out, then you're going to pull the whole headlamp assembly straight out. Alright, so after I pulled the headlamp out, dried it out, it's time to test it out, the new bulb. This is the OEM bulb. This is the one that was in the car. Focus that here. So it says Philips D2S 35 watts, yada yada yada. So I didn't want to spend like $100 on a new Xenon bulb that you'd find at like AutoZone or Advance Auto or someplace. So I just went to Amazon, man. I just went to Amazon and found this one for 30 bucks. And it just turns out, I had actually ordered this before I pulled the OEM bulb, and it turns out it was the exact same one. So this is a legit OEM part. This is the one that came in the car. So I was pretty pleased with that, and it was cheap too. Like, it's 30 bucks, you know, can't really beat that. While I had the headlamp out, not knowing if it was the bulb or the ballast, I decided I was going to go ahead and get a replacement ballast too. Now, if you're dealing with this problem, you may have already kind of found out that a new ballast is about $350. Of course, I'm not going to do that. eBay is there for a reason. Alright, so I went ahead and I grabbed one off of eBay. Alright, so exact same thing. You know, the seller claims that it works. So anyways, swapped out the bulb and ballast and put it back in the car. Okay, so after I replaced the bulb in my headlamp, and after I replaced the ballast in the headlamp, it still wasn't turning on. So I was getting really frustrated, and I went ahead and decided to just check all the fuses. And it's probably something I should have done in the beginning, but I looked right past that step and went straight for the guts of the headlamp. So first, I checked out the interior fuse panel. And this is one that you'll want to have a look at right here. It's AFS 7.5 amps. It's adaptive front headlights. Okay, so I pulled this one and I checked it out. The fuse is okay. I put it back in. Okay, then I went over to the engine fuse box. And if you look right under your cover, you're going to see you have one for your high and low beam, I believe, right hand side, and then the left-hand side, those two 15-amp fuses right there. I pulled each one of those, and again, those looked fine. They looked okay, and I put them right back in. After that, guess what happened? They turned on. So it's those two fuses right there, those two blue ones. I pulled those, and everything came back on. So I think what happened is, by pulling those fuses, I interrupted the signal, the voltage, to the adaptive headlight system just enough to reset something. So those are just some tips to help you get through this very frustrating troubleshooting process that I went through.